Pope Francis is back in Rome after his three-day trip to Turkey. And during his visit to the predominantly Muslim country, the Pope called for interfaith dialogue and an end to religious persecution. I'm joined now by CNN religious commentator and host of the Sunday Mass, Father Edward Beck. Good to see you, Father.
You too, Fred.
So in your view, why was this trip so important?
Well, it began with this whole conversation with the Christian-Muslim dialogue, which, as we know, has been very, very significant. You recall when Pope Benedict, then in 2006, gave that famous speech in Regensburg, where he alienated a lot of the Muslim world because of an ill-chosen metaphor. He then went to Turkey, and he went to the Blue Mosque in Turkey, and he prayed with the Muslim leaders in that mosque. Well, Pope Francis on this trip returned to that same mosque and prayed with the Muslim leaders there. And this has done a lot to heal the Muslim-Christian rift. And so that was an important step. When he first met with the President Erdogan, on Friday, again, the president was calling for Pope Francis to denounce Islamophobia, which of course Pope Francis did, but he denounced all extremism, all fundamentalism. And so the first real important part of this trip was the Christian-Muslim dialogue that Pope Francis is hoping to wade into those waters and to repair some of the damage.
Doesn't it appear, at least from the worldview, and maybe within and outside the Catholic Church, this Pope seems to do no wrong. He seems to have a way in which to bring people together or try to narrow the divide. This trip, does that best kind of exemplify the power, the means in which he's able to do that?
I think it does, because he's not only trying to do it between other faiths, but within his own Christian faith. Remember, an important part of this trip was to meet with the Patriarch of Constantinople, and he went to the cathedral there in Istanbul, and it's a remarkable moment where he asked for the blessing of Patriarch Bartholomew, and he put his head down. Remember, when he first went out and asked for the blessing of all of the people gathered in Rome when he was first elected, he put his head down and Patriarch Bartholomew kissed his head. This is a first, historically, for the Patriarch to kiss the head of the Roman Rite Pope. Remember, this schism has been in effect since 1054. So there's a lot of healing to be done. But these two men said that they are committed to the interfaith dialogue between Orthodox Christianity and Roman Rite Christianity. And this has been, again, a big step in that dialogue.
And what about his message or his efforts to really kind of reach, religious extremism, and particularly as we talk about the power of and the reach of ISIS and how there has been a targeting of Christians? Is the Pope, he's had messages, prior to this weekend, but is he particularly conscientious about trying to reach those extremists to try to bring or promote some sort of peace?
Again, Fred, that was a main reason for this mission. There is a diaspora of Christians who have fled Syria, fled Iraq, into Turkey. Now remember, Turkey has 76 million people, 97% are Muslim. But this diaspora Christian community feels forgotten and lost. So before Pope Francis boarded the plane back to Rome, he met today with 50 refugees from Syria and Iraq to assure them they are not alone, they are not forgotten. And he said that the conflict with regard to ISIL cannot only be military intervention, but we must have this interfaith dialogue between Christianity and Islam to begin to heal this rift. So this is very much on the concern of Pope Francis, denouncing that kind of violence and saying, how can we come to some kind of rapprochement between the faiths so that we can't use religion as a dividing factor?
He seems to be very bold, and it has seemed to be that way from the very beginning. Father Edward Beck, thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you.